It's Hot 937, Hartford's number one for hip-hop and R&B. We got Maino in the studio today, but not only Maino, we also got Sty Babies with us today. So, hello, fellas. How you doing?
Yes, hello, how you doing?
Everything good?
Everything's good.
All right. That's good. It's good. It's nice to see you guys. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you.
And so, Maino, you now have a group that you are like co-signing and bringing to places. So, tell me the situation.
Man, I mean, these guys been around me for years. You know, waiting their turns, being the dope artists that they are, and you know, and everything is about opportunity. You know, now I'm in a space where I got other things going on other than just music. So, yeah, I mean, they waited, and this is the time. I was telling you off air about how I put them on a song with me and Fab earlier this year, Best for Me, and they killed it. We shot the video, you know, we ran it up, and I'm standing behind them 2,000,000%.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So you two must have really impressed Maino here, because this guy can, be kind of hard. Like on situations, he's very calculated in situations. From what I know of him, so I mean, you guys must have been very flattered the fact that he asked you to be on that record.
Yeah, definitely. Being from Bed-Stuy and all the people on the records, we all from Bed-Stuy. Yeah. So, and then those people that I looked up to when I was younger too. So. This definitely was a blessing.
That's good. That's good.
Being on a record like that.
So speaking of, Bed-Stuy and all of that, I know that you love to make fun of Fab a lot, concerning his gym clothes and all of that. And I saw tonight, Jim is about to be on this new Miss Pat show, where she's a judge, and it's going to be Jim and Fab, basically.
We talked about that last night.
Yeah, talking all about, in court, she's going to settle it, whether or not, Jim should be, I guess, making fun of Fab, or Fab should be changing up his clothes for the gym. But you actually do have a whole project coming out with Jim, Fab, and Dave East. Is called Fit Lit, which is going to be all about the love of the gym.
Well, it's not so much about love of the gym; it's about the energy. And when you go to the gym, you listen to music that gives you energy. So the music, we're not talking about gym stuff. We don't have gym. We're not speaking on gym topics or none of that.
Maino,
working out.
Okay, Maino. Yeah. Remember back in the day, we were young. WWF had a soundtrack come out with all the WWF wrestlers, and all they talked about on every single record. Yeah. And we had the wrestlers were actually like Hulk Hogan. Yeah. They were all on there singing and whatever. They were making the music for the WWF soundtrack. Yes. So I'm thinking is this kind of the same thing? You guys are on there talking all about working out in the gym, or what?
Nah, it's like a soundtrack to being in the gym, like music that you would play while you're in the gym. It's like having a playlist. Like when you go in the gym, what's some of the songs that you're going to play when you go to the gym? You might say, I want to play DJ Khaled. All I want to do is win. You might want to play Maino or all the above. So it's like a soundtrack, a playlist. So the music don't have nothing to do with being in the gym, but it just feels like gym music.
Okay. All right. So it's to get you motivated.
Yeah.
And you know what record really gets me motivated is your brand new single?
Yeah, For My City, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know how you feel about your city. Uh-huh. I know it's near and dear to your heart. Yeah. So how did it feel making that record?
I mean, listen, one thing that we all got in common is that we love our city. Yeah. We love, no matter where we from, Hartford, Waterbury, Bed-Stuy, Bankhead, St. Louis, it don't matter, Chi-Town. We love where we come from. And I felt like, the music was speaking for itself. We laid it down, and it was just like, man, this is it right here. Feels good. And this is something that I feel like everybody can relate to. Everybody got that hometown pride.
Right. So do you have a project coming out, or are we just releasing singles at this point?
Yeah. No, I'm going to drop a project in December, KOB 4.
Okay.
We just going to keep working and keep doing other things.
Right. I mean, I know that you had a podcast and you're doing
Kitchen Talk.
Yeah.
Kitchen Talk, I do that seasonally. I do 12 episodes at a time seasonally. Once I did the deal with Fox Soul, it kind of took it out of being just a normal podcast.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like a show.
Okay.
So whenever that next season comes back, I'll give them their 12. And then we, keep it moving.
I like that. And I llove that wall in your kitchen. I don't know how you thought that up, but I remember us having conversations about it before.
Abstract painting.
Yeah, the most interesting wall in a kitchen that I've ever seen in my life. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit, and maybe you two could chime in, because you're in your 20s, I'm assuming? Or are you younger than that?
Yeah.
20s.
You're in your 20s?
Yeah.
Okay. Bow Wow recently made some statements, and Maino, I'm not sure whether or not you saw these statements that Bow Wow made this week about newer artists. So I can read this quote to you.
Let me hear it.
He said, "Can we please bring back artist development at these labels? Do these labels even care about these artists? Y'all be throwing them on platforms knowing they not ready. A boxer is trained and taught before battle. We just keep throwing these subpar artists out here with no proper teaching." Then he went on to say, "I don't understand what they're saying. They be dry as hell in interviews. I don't even want to get on their stage presence, rapping over vocals. It's sloppy out here." Mm-hmm. So you've been in the game for a little while, obviously, Maino. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know what your thoughts are on what Bow Wow said this week, because I felt like it was just, he said a lot. He said a lot of how he feels as an artist that's been out for a very long time.
I agree.
Okay.
But to each his own. So I definitely agree with the fact that, there's no development in the game. Record labels are not spending the time and resources that it takes to develop artists. It used to be a time where you went through training, formal training. You got media training. You got, you learn how to become a well-rounded artist. And that time has just passed. I don't think that they want to spend the money, the resources, or have the manpower that it takes to do that. I don't think they have no interest in doing that, because now what they follow is things that go viral. So if guy's in his basement and he does something, he makes a record, or he does a certain dance, or he does something that's catchy that goes viral, then that's what they following.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not so much artistry.
And I feel like it's more easier for the labels too, just because they get to sign the artists. Just ever since social media can propel somebody with a song
right
from here to there, I feel like that's also what helped the music be more fast food, to the point where they know an artist never had time practicing on stages, stage performance, stage presence, recording vocals and stuff like that. So they be like, yo, you know what? Let me sign this artist for this or for this. And then once they hit is over, on to the next artist. Me, Wave, collectively and individually, we've been doing, I know for sure, I took every underground show. I did over 100 shows, even if I had to go by myself, just to practice the stage performance part and vocal training and all that stuff. But I think it's also how much you was a student of the game. If you really a student of the game, you'll be like, I gotta work on this. I gotta work on this. Some people want to do better. Some people don't.
Or some people, they passion don't even be music. Like some people, they'll just go record and then it'll just be a hit. They'll make a hit and then they don't even know how to go about it after.
Interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, from the time that I started till now, I feel like things obviously are less lyrical. I mean, obviously, in a lot of ways. But I also do say that, yeah, a lot of artists do come, even in this studio, they're ill prepared for an interview. But when you were first starting out, Maino, did you have all of those? Because I feel like you're naturally skilled that way. You're a great speaker. Mm-hmm. You're very confident in yourself. Did you have that type of training when you started out as an artist?
Well, when I started, I was starting off in the street, right? So we was on the mixtapes, we was on the DVDs, we made the record Rumors. Rumors is what got me in the game. It got me here on this station right here. But when I got my record deal, I had got media training. I used to have to get up about 7:30 in the morning and go to the label and sit with this lady for 2 hours and learn the art of doing an interview. Right? So I got training in certain aspects that I was able to use later. Record companies, I don't think are interested in that. And that's why you probably see less artists coming here doing interviews. Right? I'm pretty sure that it was a time, it was an influx of interviews years ago. Right? Yeah. And now it's like artists, because of the internet now, they not coming as much. They not doing as much promo behind it, because the game is different. People are discovering music other places now.
Right.
They don't have to go to the radio.
Right.
And they either can't do an interview or don't want to do one.
Right.
So, it's just a different time. So I understand what Bow Wow is saying. Do I think that it's going to change? Probably not, because the more the technology advances, the more, now we're talking about AI songs, doing records AI.
Which is terrible.
This is crazy. It's
that is like you'll think it's the person. You think it's the artist.
That's wild.
And you're like, no, it was generated by a computer.
I ain't gonna lie right now. What's SZA new song? What's the name of it?
Who?
SZA got a new song out. Huh? Smooth? That's the name?
Snooze? Are you talking about Snooze?
Okay, yeah. Now it's a remix by Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Patrick from where? SpongeBob SquarePants.
And that was AI generated?
I swear to God, I play this shit on the regular though.
Oh my God.
It's AI generated for sure.
Oh my God.
Patrick don't say.
Right. Wow.
But I feel like, I would say one quick thing. I feel like interviews are very important to us as musicians. Well, very important to me because I learn a lot from the artist's past mistakes, where they're going,
right? Yes,
or where they're going, moving like forward,
right?
So I feel like interviews are very important, very important.
Do you still feel the same way too, Maino? You think interviews are important?
Yeah. I feel like it's important, because I feel like the relationships are important. I feel like sometimes you got to get out and so. But the thing is, now you got not just radio, you got podcasts.
Right, yeah.
Right, so now when you're doing your promo tour,
you do them all. You do all of it.
You do all of it. So yeah, I do believe that it is important. I believe that because people want to see you outside of just, your artistry. They want to hear what your story is. They want to see what your personality is. And those are the things that help keep you around, even when you don't have a record.
And then people, obviously, because you're, first of all, your daily dose of positivity. We love it, right? When you give us those beautiful messages out there. Also, you should be on my podcast at some point, Bad Marriage for Life, and come on and talk all about, your relationships over the years. I would love to talk to you about that at some point. That's what it is. That's what it's all about.
Relationships we talking about?
So it's me and Vic, and we talk all about our relationship and everything that's ever happened.
All right, I seen that.
Every single thing, everything. And thank you for watching. But yes, we'd have you on, and you would talk about your relationship, some of the good, the bad, some things you've learned as a man over the years. You don't have to be specific, but it would be interesting to talk to you.
Of course.
So speaking of that and relationships, I wanted to know, how is Casanova?
I spoke to Casanova, I want to say a couple of months ago, and he was solid. He definitely solid, and I want to say he was in a good space mentally. I think he's gonna get some of that time back.
So he was sentenced to 15 years in prison.
Yeah,
I was shocked he got as much time as he did.
Right.
I
mean, but that's the thing. When it comes to the federal government, that's the type of time they play with. It's just numbers to them, and they gonna load us up anytime they get a chance to.
Right.
So I wasn't really surprised because that's how they play. They don't care nothing about you having a career. They don't care nothing about you being a father.
Right.
They don't care nothing about you changing your life. They don't care about nothing about the lies that some government witness is telling. They don't care nothing about that.
So you did 10 years in prison, we all know, a long time ago. And yes. Every time I bring that up, you feel the need to say that. But I think that people can see that, who you are as a person, how you've changed, your growth, even from when your single Stomp was out back in the day. You came to my birthday party then. And, we became friends back then. But to see your growth from then till now, you are complete. I mean, not completely different, because I know, Maino will, put what did you used to say? The fear of God in you, or something you used to say.
The hand of God.
The hand of God. You used to say that. But you've changed so much.
Right.
So, but was there any advice that you did give Casanova when you spoke to him? Because, he's looking at 15 years in prison. I mean, that's a really long time.
I mean, I don't think it was advice he needed, you know what I mean? Just knowing that he was able to reach out, I think he's strong, Cat from my, dealings with Cass, he's a strong dude, I know he has a daughter, in the family, so, people want to get back to that. Right. So, it's nothing we can do but do it, you know, and fight as much as we can and keep fighting, to get some relief. So hopefully, I think and I believe he'll be able to give some of that back. and be able to get home sooner.
That would be amazing.
Right.
That'd be amazing. So also, I wanted to bring up, because I haven't seen your face in such a long time, that Tax Stone was also sentenced.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to get your thoughts on that a little bit, because, of course, he was sentenced for the death of Troy Ave's bodyguard from that Irving Plaza shooting that happened that night. And you had a girl with you, who was your girlfriend at the time, who was also shot during all of that melee. So, what are your thoughts on, Tax Stone's sentencing?
I just think the whole incident was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I just think that the whole the whole melee, the whole everything is just all bad for everybody.
Yeah.
There's no winners in that. Nobody's winning.
Right.
There was a loss for everybody. Man lost his life.
Right.
Mother lost a son. A man had a child, from my understanding. That is a loss.
Right.
Period. In Tax himself, the situation that he in is not a win, but what could I say? It is, it happened, it can't be taken back.
Right. Absolutely. Right. So it's been I think he got over 30 years in prison. I mean, it's a really,
I forgot what
I believe it's
exactly.
35 years.
35. Right. I'm not sure if, even in his situation, if he won't be able to get some relief on that, I think maybe he should be able to get some type of relief on that. I don't know,
Yeah.
We'll see.
So the young lady that you were with that night, though, is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
As far as PTSD and all of that?
Well, we haven't been in contact in some years.
Okay. Oh, so you're not quite
but
sure.
I'm pretty sure she's fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I'm just so happy to see your face, and I'm so happy for everything that you have going on.
Thank you, baby.
And you just seem so at peace right now, and you're are you in like a, I don't want to sound like, too corny, but are you in like a good groove in your life right now? Like you're just, feeling, just at peace with everything?
Listen, I mean, life gonna come with stress, right? Life gonna come with ups and downs. It's gonna come with potholes and everything, right? Once you understand what it is, then you accept it for it just being a journey.
Right.
Right? And when you understand that the journey going to be rough regardless, then we can find happiness in the fact that we still here to even take some of those bruises.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sitting in front of you with scars.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm good because I wake up every day still being able to do what I want to do, still be able to put out music, still be able to come get on the radio, still be able to do other things, to still be in a position to do things that I've never done before. You understand? So it feels good. Yeah, we living, we having fun.
I'm good. I'm glad for you. I really am.
Yeah,
and then
you.
When is your project going to be out again?
We're trying to get it out by December.
Okay. And what's it going to be called?
KOB 4.
KOB 4. And thank you so much. You guys are going to have to come back, Sty Babies, and talk to, just come and sit down and talk to us about everything that you got going on. Congratulations, though, on this venture with Maino. Are they going to be featured on KOB 4?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everything I got going on, they on it.
Wow.
Everything.
Okay. You guys want to sing a little something real quick? I mean, I don't want to be trying to stop.
They not singing.
I thought you said you sing.
They got melody. They can I guess for lack of better words, harmonize, but they rappers, but they
you're rapping. But you do like a Bone Thugs and Harmony thing?
Kinda.
Okay.
Sort of like that was a shot. I don't know. I think that was a shot.
Now too. You sing and rap at the same time?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so can you do a little something for me real quick, just so I can get a little taste of it, or no? Or do I have to go listen to the single? No, okay. I go listen to the single. Sorry, Maino. I didn't know it was happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come back with some.
We're gonna come back.
You're gonna come back with some fire.
But I know y'all did support that record that they on. Best for Me with Fab. Featuring the Star Babies. They on that. So people could definitely listen to that.
We will listen to that
definitely.
for a dose of Sty Babies.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. It's Hot 937.